another season with the Yankees?
The season's going great so far. We started off a little slow, but right now we're just kind of all clicking on all cylinders right now. Our lineup's really, they're getting on base, they're driving people in. Our pitching staff's doing well. Our bullpen's coming through when we need them to. It's just, all around a great team effort so far.
How much your work is changing as you grow with the team?
Yeah, for me, I just try to stay consistent. I try to keep everything the exact same. But my approach. How I prepare for the game is always the same, but my approach maybe for the certain pitcher that day might be the only thing I kind of change, depending on that day. But for the most part, I try to keep everything the same, getting ready for the game. For me, I get the freedom to play how I want to when I know I prepared the right way. So I keep making sure I'm, eating at the same time, working out at the same time, just getting ready and, preparing the right way.
I know last year you had a great year for yourself.
Yeah, I reflected on it a little bit. Once the season was over, how the year went and everything, and but for me, how I always felt was like any milestone or any record you break, it's always a team effort. The people that I look back at my little league coaches, my travel ball coaches, the coaches I had in the minor leagues, family, friends who've always been around me and supported me and helped me, get to this point. So anytime, a record is broken, I feel like it's a group effort. It's not just the individual who did it. It's a lot of people behind the scenes that really helped them get to that spot. So for me last year, I had a lot of people, pushing me and supporting me along the way to get me to where I'm at.
New manager, how's it been like having somebody new?
Yeah, there's some changes. Booney's been great so far. He's always positive, always communicating with us well. Checking in with all the players. The whole coaching staff. It's all brand new for the most part, and they fit into their roles well. And they're. We're in this journey together. That's one of the things I told Booney and talked to them about was, we're both kind of starting out new here, and, through the good times and the bad times, we're going to stick together. I got your back. I know you guys have our back, and, let's just go out there and, do what this team's supposed to do.
Last season, you guys had a good run, almost just very close to make it. Your division, it's very tough having Boston.
Yeah, we try not to change too many things, but we went out there and, added a couple pieces. We got Giancarlo, who was the National League MVP last year, and anytime you can add an MVP to lineup that we had that was one game away from the World Series, you're gonna have a pretty good lineup. And but the biggest thing is we didn't change much. We got so far. We're gonna make a couple changes here and there, but we got a young team. It's ready to go out there and battle every day. Gary Sanchez has been doing well this year. He's really coming on. I could talk about Didi Gregorius and what he's been doing all day. It's so impressive. But the cool thing about this team so far I've seen is how it's a new hero every night. Gary had the walk-off the other day. Didi had the big homer for us yesterday. Maybe somebody out of the bullpen that a week before, came in and threw a couple shutout innings for us, but it's just so fun to see that. It's just everybody pulling the same rope, always fighting for each other. No one's really taking the spotlight. They're just like, hey, I'm here for the team. So it's fun to be a part of something like that.